Hi everyone, it's Gail back with another little episode in making our glue books. So I've pulled out a couple more books because I didn't have enough on my desk already that I thought we might use some pages out of. I have this atlas. It's all full of maps and other things that I got for $1 at a garage sale, and I've used a lot of pages out of this. It's already kind of, the pages are, the spine is weak because I've taken lots of papers out of it. So I had that. So I'm going to stack these over here so we can use them as we want to. I pulled out this one. I have taken lots of papers out of this one too. This little children's storybook, but and look, it's out of the spine. This might be a future glue book. But there's some pages in here that the pictures aren't that great, or it's all just text or something. So I thought we might use something out of there. And then this one is actually the innards to this one. And so I thought it would be kind of fun to use a few of the pages from the actual book. I've used a lot of these pages in little golden books. They're so fun and bright and everything. So thought we might use that. Grab that out. And then just in my paper stashes, I had this scrapbook paper. Got it in Happy Mail, but I thought it could be fun. And then I grabbed some ledger paper for each and every one of the books that we're using. So that's kind of the extra paper that I grabbed today. And of course we have plenty to work with. I also want to definitely do the junk mail today. So, but I think, fingers crossed, my shoulder is feeling better. Thank you, everyone. I don't know what exactly I did to it, but it's feeling a lot better. So that's happy. But I felt like I could maybe do some cutting on maybe we'll just do a couple of covers. This is this isn't how I would normally do a tutorial, let's just say, because usually I would start with, let's make the cover all the way and then do the pages, but I'm back and forth a little bit because I'm working around feeling like my shoulder can handle it. So anywho, let's do a couple and get a couple of them out of the way as far as cutting them off, because what we're going to do is we're just going to remove the front and the back on each one. So I'm going to take out the signatures, and I think we'll do this one because this one's going to be pretty easy, because it's going to be really easy. Because there it is. All I'm going to want to do is trim that up a little bit, and I thought it might be kind of fun to try my trimmer. Now let me make sure that my trimmer is all in camera. Yeah, it is. Okay, great. Because it's supposed to go through cardstock, or not cardstock, chipboard and stuff. So let's see what happens if we try and use it on this. Okay, I am going to stand up and I'm going to use my left hand. Well, that just works slicker than I even expected. That's awesome. Okay, well, there's the back cover of that one. And if you don't have a fancy cutter, like I just got this one, so I didn't have a fancy cutter, I would use these Fiskars Scissors. I got them at Joann's, and I don't know what they're called other than heavy duty, and they will cut through just about everything, metal and everything. So yeah, so those are really good. Okay, so we're gonna see if we can kind of line this up. You know what I'm gonna do first is just kind of, this will just tear right off. Well, that is so cute. I wonder if I could do something with that. I suppose I could. Ideas? It's thin, but I bet you something could be done with that. And it's just kind of cute. I like the Make It book. Okay, so ideas. I'm asking for ideas on that. Help me out, guys. Help me out. Okay, let's just line this up on the edge. Then we're going to come back. See, I want this kind of out of the way and holding. Okay. All right. Well, that works slick on that one. I'm not sure it will on the others because that was down to just a few pieces of paper really that were holding it together. So there's that one. We've got the signatures to that one. I think what I'll do is just put signatures on top of each one. Okay, let's do one more cover just to have them cut. Okay, so I'm really loving how these signatures coming out. These are really pretty. The other thing I grabbed that I have out of camera is all my other calendars, because those are great for this. Okay, this one, I don't know, it might cut it. I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Right. I'm gonna have to, sorry, I have to move over a little bit because I have my Boxo things there. So if I get it just right, it won't cut into the chipboard and should maybe just cut. Okay, let's get that. Let's make sure it's all lined up really good. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. Okay. Okay. It's not wanting to cut it. I mean, I think it would if I used my right hand, but I'm not going to do that. So, our other option is to just use our heavy-duty scissors. So let's do that. And this works fine too. It's just, but that's, and it's a little bit, it's a little, it's a little bit of tough cutting. So I think we'll just do the one. My husband made me promise to be careful in my craft room today, so I will be. That was what was so hard when I had surgery on my shoulder, is there were just some things making journal-wise. Sewing and signatures is another one where I couldn't do it until I got healed up a bit. But there we go. We've done 2, and then we can do the other 2 tomorrow or something. Yeah, so I feel like I just wanted to make a little progress on the cover side of things. But so hopefully choosing the papers isn't too boring, but I find it kind of fun just trying to get a good variety and stuff. Okay. Boy, cutting spines is messy business. They just, especially vintage books, they just crumble. Ugh. Okay, let's do some fun pages. Let's do so I've got these. These are from a local furniture store. I have this cute one with these little hearts that I thought was fun because it folds out and out and out. Wish I had more of those. And then I have this one from Disney that we can take apart. I kind of, see, this is why, here in a nutshell, is why we tend to be, you know, rather hoarding of things, is when I was doing, when I very first started junk journals, I was making them out of junk mail. And I had a whole drawer full of junk mail. Well, then I started making them out of pretty papers, you know, out of digital kits and stuff, or scrapbook paper, whatever. And so then I quit making them with junk mail, and so I got rid of all my junk mail, all that to say. And I'm so sad that I did now, because I really like putting it in the glue books. And you know, you would think we would get enough to be able to use it day to day, but I really don't get that much junk mail. And there's a difference between cool junk mail and just junk mail too. Oh, so anyways, but I have a little I can put in these books, and if I get more in the mail before get these all bound up, then that'll be good. Okay, so I have those out of there. Okay, so I think I'll have 3 signatures. 1, 2, 3, and then here's 1. So I'll be able to do the two bigger books with these, I think. So that's good. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do 2 Disney and 1 leather recliner in each. I don't know. It's kind of like, I'll see your Disney and raise you a leather recliner. Oh, Lordy. Oh, here she goes. So I think let's revisit what the width of these are. 8 inches. So 8 inches. So let's do all of these 8 inches. So we want it this way. Yeah, so anyway, I was going to apologize because I was kind of down in the dumps yesterday. So my video wasn't as cheerful as normal. I felt badly about that, but I was just, I'll tell you, I was freaked out about my shoulder. I just do not want to do that whole surgery thing again, and it was feeling really bad like it did before, and I was like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? But I think it's going to be fine. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a Disney here. I'm just going to pop them in here. Oh, and I was going to tell you, I think that we'll have about 15 pages in each signature is what I'm going for. So, and then we'll see how that looks, and if it doesn't look like enough, we can add more, and if it looks like too many, well then we'll take some out. Okay, so junk mail done in that one. That's awesome. Okay, and so then we want the other big one, which is Kiko here. Little Kiko. Actually, Kiko's cover is pretty rough shape. I think we could do Kiko's cover too. Yep, we're gonna be able to do Kiko's cover. Okay, so there's Kiko's pages. We'll put it over here with the stack of books that we've got going on. Okay, little Kiko. Let's see if we can do your cover. That would be fun. Then we'd have 3 done. I think the other children's book though is going to be tougher, so I'm going to save that for another day. this should just be going through. Yeah, that's gonna work. Ooh, that makes a nice crisp edge too. That makes me happy. Okay, let's do the front of Kiko. I so love this book. I wish I could find another one. This one came in Happy Mail, and my original one I found at an antique store in another town even. That was like a traveling antique shopping trip. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, Kiko, awesome dude. We got you ready for the next step, which that one I'm going to take in steps a little bit too, just because of the shoulder. And because it's cutting chipboard, but I might be able to use this thing, so that would be cool. Okay, all these little bits. Sorry, I'm so OCD about getting them off of my table. Okay, so let's see. Kiko then is 8.5 wide. So let's see. Let's do this. And 8.5. That all lined up. Okay. Nice. So I'm looking around. Where are the signatures? Here they are. Here they are. I found them. So this one, little Disney. Whoops. Little Disney, a little recliner, and then a little Disney. And then a little Disney. Now, in the world of junk mail, I'm telling you what, this next piece is like a primo piece of junk mail. And I am thinking about putting it, I think I might put it in this one, just because it folds out so many times, and yet like would still kind of be in the book for a couple of the fold outs and then continue. I wish I had 9 of these, but I don't. So we're just gonna pop it right in here like that. And that's awesome. Okay. So this little book, this I call it a sideways book. I don't know, just because it's long that way. I have a calendar that I think is going to work well in it, so I think I might do that. But first, this price tag's bugging me, so we're going to take it off. Yeah, and we're going to have to do that one with scissors, and there's going to be some pulling and yanking that has to happen with that one. So I won't do that today. I will be good. Okay, so I have this. That's what I was thinking it would be. It's like the perfect height. And then yeah, so I have friends that save their old calendars for me. They're so good. And look how cool those are with the birds. Oh, I think they're gorgeous. Oh, look at that. There's 3 pages in there. That's just perfect. I mean, this could be used too. It's pretty decent cardstock. So maybe that could be used too. Okay. Now the question is, I think I want to keep this funky edge. I'm sorry if I'm hitting the... Yeah, look at that. That's kind of a fun, funky edge. Get a couple of the little bits off of there. Okay. Thanks for crafting with me today. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have big news too. I found the recipe books. Remember, I was in such a dither yesterday. Well, that was the other thing I was depressed about. It's like, what did I do with those books? Well, I'll tell you what I did with them is I put them in and I knew I did this. I put them in a safe space. I put them in my container that has the farm journal elements in it. Yeah, so there you go. I was just maybe I was gonna see if I could open that up, but it might be more trouble than it's worth. I don't mind the torn edge, but I do want all these little grits to be off. I'm just throwing them in the garbage. Yeah, so I found them, so that was good. So, and I had a friend contact me, and so I did give her one of them. So I have 2 left. And my thought on them is mine are, when I get done, aren't going to be recipe books, but you could sure have them be recipe books. So I don't know when we're going to start that little series. I kind of want to wait for people to get their little booklets, whatever you would say. So I may wait a little bit on that one. Okay, so this one, the length is 9 3/4. So I was kind of deciding if I wanted to leave one side long. You know where I think I'm gonna fold them is right there, so that the picture of the birds is intact. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and I had a sweet subby say, Gail, you need a bone folder so you're not using your fingers. I do have a bone folder. It's just on my other table and I never think about using it, so I'm gonna get it out. So thanks for that. Thanks for all the sleep hints. Holy cow, I had a lot of really good suggestions there. So thank you for that. That was awesome. And last night I slept like a log. Sometimes I think it's the night after I don't sleep well. I'm just so exhausted that I end up sleeping really well. So so yeah, a lot of people suffer with the hard time sleeping. I did learn that for sure. Yeah, it's a tough thing because, you know, the next day you have no resolve. You have no, you know, yeah, it's tough. Okay, so let's put these in. Oh my gosh, those are lovely, lovely, lovely pages. So we're gonna put that there. I'm gonna put, isn't that pretty, that cardinal? Yeah, I think I'll just put all the pictures like that. Okay, yeah, that's really nice. That's really nice. Okay, so we did that in that one. How about, I kind of want to do a couple of these too. So I wonder if those would fit in the bigger books. What do you think? I mean, these are amazing pages. Okay, let's get it out and see what we think. I've used this, obviously. I've got some pages cut out. This one I think I got, it was my May retreat, and we stopped in this little town on our way there to do a little retail therapy. And I guess I'll put this up here because it doesn't want to stand up. And the Hallmark store had this for $1 because it was May. and it was, you know, kind of out of date. I haven't looked at it in a long time. I just pulled it out for this, but isn't it beautiful? Look at this one, the magnolias. Ooh. And it's nice, thick cardstock too. Gosh, it's pretty. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? That's a pretty one. That would make a fun traveler's notebook. So I don't want to use that one. This would make a fun fall one. And Christmas. So, okay, so this 2016 I can definitely use. I'm going to save those ones. Is there any others that have really pretty at the top? Yeah, save April. See, June, I could go this way and make a journal cover out of it. Ooh. Squirrel. Oh, I want to make some traveler's notebooks. I wonder if this one, what do you think? That one's pretty too. Okay, I'm going to save those ones. And so that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect for the 2 big books. Okay, love it when a plan comes together. This one's super pretty too. Isn't that pretty too? But it's on the wrong side for a traveler's notebook. It would be on the back. So we'll use that in one of the books. It's this little guy. Oh, I just took... That's a good idea, Gail, to just use those for punches. I'm going to put that in my scraps. How about in... Grief, I have a lot of scraps over here, guys. I need to get to work on those again. Oh, it's, yeah. So those are fun. I think at this crop that I'm going to, which I've never been to before, and it's mostly scrapbookers and card makers, but I think what I'm going to do is make some traveler's notebooks. So I may be able to use these for that. I'd have to take that along. Okay, back to the fun thing at hand here. Let's see. I think perhaps, is this about the size to go into this one? Couldn't be more perfect. All right, well, we're just gonna fold that. I guess we'll have January upside down. I don't know. Do we care? Isn't that weird? It's like, I guess those were meant to be upside down. It looks weird to me though. I wouldn't do it for a cover. So let's do it in this book. How about the middle signature, just cause. Okay. And then we'll do the 2 biggies, which are on the bottom here. Let's see. So this one, once again, we've got 12 by 8.5. Now we could make these fold out though, couldn't we? So, but they need to be 12 this way. Well, this is going to be difficult. I'm not going to be able to use my, oh, unless I fold them now. That's what I could do, couldn't I? I could fold them now. Okay. So that they'll fit into my cutter. I'm using the bone folder, saving the shoulder. Good idea. And the fingers, especially that one. Okay, so that so it needs to go 12 this way. So we just have to take off a tiny bit, not too much. Or not at all. Okie dokie. Okay, so I really didn't need to fold that like that, but since I did, we're gonna go with it, and I think I'll just see 8.5, so I'm gonna be well past that. Okay, I'm just gonna go like this for this one. Okay, and then let's have some variety in the colors. And so then this one, so if I just went in half, ooh, it's close, but it's not quite. So I think I'm gonna, with this one, I'm gonna just fold it up a little bit right there, like that. And then what I will do is fold it in half, like so. This is a fun page. I mean, you could, I forget what they call it, negative space collaging or something like that, where you could just collage in this area and leave the pretties if you wanted to. Okay, so this one's turquoise, this one's turquoise, that one's turquoise. Let's get a turquoise one in here. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. So we had to take one of our cars in to get its oil changed today. So we did have to go out in the cold, but it's getting better. It was like in the 30s, in the positive, which is a 60-degree swing from what it was when it was, the wind chill was 30 below. So, but yeah, it's better. It's much better today. The sun's shining and it's pretty out. I've told you before, we kind of live in the mountains, and I love when it starts to melt a little bit. Big clumps of snow fall out of the pine trees, and it's just so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I like that. That's real fun. And that works. And that works. Awesome. Okay, so those ones are ready for Kiko. Let's see what the other big book, I think we're gonna have to cut those a little. Okay, excuse me guys, I gotta get a little sip of water here. Haven't drank enough water today because we had to go to the car place. Did you love my mug? Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Let me see. Oh, nope. Can't see it there. It says, "This is my happy place." Can you see that? It sure is. It sure is. Okay, so these 10 3/4. So yes, they do have to be and 8, and so they're going to be too big that way. So I'm gonna fold this enough to be able to get it into my cutter. Maybe a little more. Maybe a little more. There we go. Okay, and we are gonna go, what did I say, 10 3/4? Yep, that's what I said. Okay. So hopefully think that's going to leave most of the pattern intact. Most of it. Not too bad. Those could be fun little scraps. Okay, that's going in the scrap bin over here. Oh gosh, you guys. The scrap bin. One of these days we're going to have to work on that. Okay. So let's maybe do right about there. This little ridge is really helping me with the folding too. I'm liking that. Okay, there's one. Here's two. So far, I'm a fan of this cutter. Okay, and just go 8 or so. Oh, I didn't cut it yet on the top, but that's okay. We can cut it now. I'm going to cut it, whoops, excuse me, this way so that all the pretty stuff stays on there. 10 3/4, right? Gosh, so nice. This is heavy paper, and that just went through it just like it was nothing. I think I'm going to have to do some more collaging, guys. It's just out of control in the scrap bin. Okay, so let's see. We need to do it this way, fold it up this way. Okay. And we are going to make it about 8-ish this way. Both sides are the same on this, so it doesn't matter which way we cut. We're going to cut off a little bit of the graphics either way. Decently easy to use my left hand with this too, which is nice. Okay, so these are in the Make It one. Okay. So let's go this way with this one. Let's go this way with that one. And whoops. Okay, what's the deal? I have 2 signatures. I must have put 2 in 1. Is that what I did? Yes, that's what I did. Okay, had a panic moment. Where's the rest of my signature? Okay. All right, so we did that in those 2 big ones. So maybe let's see what other kind of smaller calendars we have for these other 2. I mean, I did that one already. I mean, I do have this in here, but you know, let's see what else we have. Okay, I'm trying to dig in, and it's, maybe if I get a couple out. Okay. Ooh, this flower one's pretty. But I was hoping I had some smaller ones. I think I do. Here's one. Is that smaller? Would that maybe go that way? Oh, I see another small one here. Very similar. Okay. Okay. I'm working down my supply of calendars. That's kind of a good thing. Okay, just getting them back in there. Ow! Paper cut. I think I want to do the pet lovers one in this one. Okay. Then, let's see. So, let's take out the staples. First things first, let's move you. Oh, look at me. Just turned right to June. Some of these were from my mom too. Because she was a big supporter of the Humane Society, and so I think this is probably a thank you calendar from them. That's a nice. Okay, so if we do the first three, then we have a dog and a cat. So that's good. Okay, and then we'll have extra pages for another project. So our pages on this one are how thick again? 9.5 by 6.5. So let's make sure we're okay this way. Oh yeah, okay. No, this way would be the up and down way. So yeah, we're gonna have to take a little bit off of there. Okay, I'm gonna take them apart because I don't want to chop off this cute puppy. Okay, 9.5 there, and then this one I'm going to do this side. Yeah. 9.5. Okay, then we're going to put them back together and cut them so they are 6.5. 6 and 6.5. Right about there. Okay. I'm not going to save those. You're seeing me throw something away because my scrap bin is horrifying me at the moment. Okay. Now, I may shift around where this stuff is at, but for now, I'm just getting the right number and everything. And then I think what we'll do is do the ledger paper in all of them. Okay, awesome. So there's the two little ones. Okay, so on the ledger paper, I had thought, how did I think? I was thinking these on the small ones and those on the big ones. Okay, so I think I'm just going to be able to cut these in half for this, or I mean fold these in half for that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got an extra page when I was pulling them out. That's okay. All right, so let's just fold these. I'm going to be working today at this table, not at my other table. That is my other thing with my shoulder. Because I think my higher table, when my shoulder was hurt, I had to work up there because it was a good angle. But I don't think it's a good angle anymore. After doing all my Etsy orders, I think that's part of what did in my shoulder. So we'll just work down here today. All right. so get this in. So all my plans are coming together for the retreat that I host in May here in Montana, and I will say it is oops, excuse me for hitting you, it is full, but I think it's gonna be amazing and awesome. I have lots of really cool ladies coming. Okay, so when I first saw this, I thought, well, it could go in the book this way, and I'm thinking it can. I'll just fold a little flap, but I have to trim it down some because this one is, what is the height? 8 inches. So I need to trim it a bit. So anyway, I did a little update email yesterday, and everyone's excited, and I'm excited, and oh my gosh, it's getting close to time where I need to pay the lady for the house where we hold it. And so then it's really gonna feel like, okay, we're doing this again this year. Had that brilliant idea, at least I thought it was brilliant. Others may not agree, but we cook meals for each other, and so I have to split out the meals, but it was so fun because I won an extra day. She has a thing on Facebook where if you post a picture from your retreat and you let's see, I don't want this way, and you then she does a drawing, and if you win, then you get a free day, which I did. I was so excited. And then anyway, so we have an extra day, and with the cooking, that kind of made like, oh geez, some people are gonna have to cook twice and whatever. So I thought, let's just not do a cooked breakfast, because then if people want to sleep in, whatever, they can. It's a retreat. You should be able to do what you want, right? And so, yeah, so I made that little change, which I think is really gonna be good. Okay, so these I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each of the big ones, because I want to have the paper, you know, fold out this way. I think it's gonna fit. Oh, it's close. I need to cut off an edge 8. So I need to just cut off a little bit of the edge here, not too much. Like that. Or do I want to cut off the... I think I want to cut off the holes. Yeah, we'll cut off that side. And then they just have, there's just a little hole. So anyway, I think that was a good change. I think that will be good. Okay, so I am going to washi tape this down the middle. Okay, do I like that one? Actually, that's kind of cool. I don't like the happy birthday one, but I don't really want happy birthday in this either, so how about this one? This one's kind of homely. And it's green. It goes. Okay, so there's the first 2. So I'm just gonna do what we did yesterday and line them up, and then just washi down the middle. That's so funny. There's a chunk out of this one on the roll, weirdly. Yeah, so anyway, plans are coming together for that. So this weekend, let's see, this weekend I don't think we have anything, and then next week we have my granddaughter's stuff that we're going to get ourselves to, and then which I already told you about, and then that weekend is the crop. It'll be fine because I have a couple of friends at it, but I just don't even know kind of what to expect. I've never been to a crop before. Maybe it's just a scrapbooker's name for a retreat. I don't know. But okay, that's nice. Let's see. Maybe we want to do different washies. That would be fun. And a way to use up more than just what I was using there. Let's use some of this. This I haven't even ever used. Yeah, so I have no idea, but I know some of the ladies. Some of the ladies I haven't like been around in years and years. The lady that organizes it and does the inviting and everything, I may have told you she coached my oldest daughter in volleyball in middle school. I haven't really seen her, talk to her since then. So, but she is the daughter of another one of my friends that I go to a different retreat with. So so it was small world. We figured that out. Of course, they have different last names because the younger gal's married, and so it took us a few days of hanging out before her mom and I figured out that who she was, and that she and my daughter actually had spent a lot of time together. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. That's a little different washi, isn't it? That's kind of cool. Okay. Let's do that same washi on this one, and then we'll just separate them by the signatures we put them in. Yeah. So tomorrow night is fun. My husband and I are going to go out to dinner for a little early Valentine's dinner. He's taking me to my favorite Italian restaurant. So that will be fun. We're going because I on Wednesday, because I had heard that they had music there on Wednesdays, and that would be fun, but I don't know. So we're gonna go check it out. We figured that'll be better anyway. We'll beat the rush of the real Valentine's Day. So yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, so that one now is done too. Okay, how are we doing time-wise? Oh wow, we're getting there, aren't we? Yeah, these are time-consuming, but they're so much fun. It's just fun to use up random supplies. That's what I enjoy about it too. And then it's just fun to figure out a big variety of papers and things. And okay, so we did that one. Whoops. And then we just have this big old Kiko, and I'm not sure that we're going to have to, I don't think we'll have to, no, we're not going to be cutting that at all either way. So we can quick like finish that, I think. And these are kind of still gummed together. I'm not going to trust that in a signature, but I'll make it easy to washi tape them. Okay, let's do something a little brighter or something. What's this one? Oh wow, these get in here so hard. It's hard to get them out. Oh, it just says take note. But so that one will be good. Whoa! Got away from me. About there. So maybe what we'll do next time is try and get the one book that we haven't gotten apart, and then maybe work on the spines a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how the shoulder's doing. There we go. That one. Oh, here's a different one. It's got numbers on it. Let's use that one. And then I'll just take a break for lunch after we're done with these 3 little papers, and so that one's going to fit right between the holes. Pretty much. It's kind of fun to see these washi tapes off the roll too, to see what they actually look like. Like this one I like more than I thought I would. So can kind of keep that in mind for other projects. Okay. And then the last one, what should we do on that one? How about some of this just navy blue-ish? Good to get my video done today too now, because I think the car place will be calling, so then I'll have to go take my husband so we can grab that the other vehicle. We hardly ever use that other vehicle. It's a 2003, so it's an older one, but like when I do my retreat, when I go on my retreats, I like to have my husband have some form of transportation. I would not like him to be stranded here. So, okay, so that can go on the Kiko signatures here. So put that one there. I need to find, the other thing I want to do is like go through some old cards and things to put in for a little variety in page size. So I can do that tomorrow too, if I can't do the covers tomorrow. Okay, guys, well, let's see. How many pages do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're almost halfway there on our signatures, which is awesome. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. And again, I apologize that yesterday I was a little out of sorts, but you know, we all have those days. So I hope you were crafting along with me and having some fun in your own craft room too. So everybody just have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.